Have you ever wondered what your dreams are trying to tell you? Imagine unlocking a secret language that reveals the deepest mysteries of your mind, only to realize that the answers you have been looking for your whole life have been there within you all along, hidden in your dreams. Symbols have always been the key to understanding our inner world. In this video, we'll decode the hidden messages behind a dream and discover the meaning behind the symbols. By the end, you'll begin to understand how dreams communicate to us and learn by example how dream analysis works in the framework of Jungian psychology. Here, we will read a short dream, break it down into its individual components of symbols, and reconstitute them to form the analysis of the dream. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment below if you've had a powerful dream that you don't understand. The dream. By the seashore, the sea breaks into the land, flooding everything. Then, the dreamer is sitting on a lonely island. The sea. The sea is the symbol of the collective unconscious, because unfathomed depths lie concealed beneath its reflecting surface. When a dreamer dreams of the sea, it illustrates their relation to the collective unconscious. Just as the sea can be calm or violent, so too can the unconscious. Just as the sea contains mysteries within its depths, the mind has made it an apt metaphor for what lies beneath the surface of consciousness. The flood. Flood represents the sudden and overwhelming emergence of these unconscious elements into the conscious mind. The terra firma of consciousness is the stable known part of the mind, which is being inundated by this influx. The flood of unconscious material feels unsettling, because it comes from the part of the psyche that operates outside the bounds of rational, conscious thought. This makes the experience confusing and often frightening, as the person may not immediately understand or be able to rationalize these new, powerful feelings or insights. The flood signifies that repressed emotions, thoughts, and aspects of the shadow self, the parts of the psyche that the individual may not acknowledge or is unaware of, are now emerging into the conscious mind. This can be due to various triggers such as life events, eternal conflicts, or personal growth processes. The island. An island in a dream often symbolizes isolation, separation, or a part of the psyche that is detached from the whole. It can represent a state of being cut off from others, or from certain aspects of oneself. When linked to the concept of a painful personal secret, the island becomes a powerful symbol of emotional and psychological isolation. The dreamer's secret causes isolation, which in turn stirs or animates the psychic atmosphere. This means that the dreamer's internal psychological environment becomes more active or charged due to the lack of external social interaction. Reconstitution of the symbol to form the full analysis. The sea represents the collective unconscious because of its vast, hidden depths beneath a reflective surface. This symbolizes how much of our unconscious mind is concealed beneath our conscious awareness. When elements from the unconscious, described as shadowy figures, suddenly emerge into our conscious mind, it can be overwhelming and unsettling, like a flood. These invasions feel strange and irrational, causing significant changes in a person's personality. This often results in a painful secret that the person feels they can't share, leading to feelings of isolation. People fear being seen as mentally abnormal, a concern that isn't entirely unfounded because similar experiences are often associated with mental illness. However, simply recognizing these unconscious elements is not the same as being overwhelmed by them in a pathological way, though this distinction is not always clear to everyone. Keeping such a secret typically leads to a rich inner life as a substitute for the lost external interactions. This activates the unconscious mind further, creating experiences similar to the illusions and hallucinations that affect lonely wanderers, seafarers, and saints. When we interact with the world and people around us, we use up a certain amount of mental and emotional energy. This energy keeps our relationships and perceptions of reality stable. If something disrupts these interactions, like isolation or mistrust, we don't use this energy in the usual way. Instead, this energy gets retained or stored up. Because this energy needs an outlet, it creates substitutes for the lost interactions. For example, if someone starts to mistrust others, they might develop persecution mania, where they believe people are out to get them. Similarly, when people lose normal connections with their environment, their mind might create an illusory reality. In this reality, instead of seeing real people, they might see strange, ghostly figures. This concept also explains why people have historically believed that lonely and desolate places are haunted by spirits or devils. In such isolated places, the lack of normal human interaction and stimulation causes the mind to project its retained energy as eerie apparitions and supernatural phenomena. The ghosts or devils are essentially the mind's way of filling the void left by the absence of real-world engagement. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you had a similar dream or relate to any of the symbols above. I've also developed an incredibly powerful and useful app available on the App Store, with a link in the description, that provides deep insight into Jungian psychology, anywhere from the anima to the animus to psychological types, to teaching you how to conduct your own dream analysis. So go ahead and check that out to gain a psychological edge in your life.